I knew you'd forget that.
That's okay, I forgot my light. Didn't you get the light?
Bet you haven't seen a tribute for 4th of July like that before.
No, that was awesome.
It was cool. Couldn't help it. Couldn't help it.
We were going to do something like Battle Hymn of the Republic or whatever, and then, oh, what the heck.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's do something different.
Let's do something different. We kind of specialize in different, don't
Well,
we?
especially if it has to do with song. And anybody online, that was the 82nd Airborne on Chorus on YouTube.
AGT.
America's Got Talent. It was fun.
Thank you.
Fun to see all that creativity.
Look at all this stuff on the calendar.
I know, look at
Yes.
that.
Cool.
Stuff. It's stuff.
Yeah. So on Monday, sound bath therapy,
Stuff. Yep.
and 4th of July, of course, so it's Thursday, and next Saturday, work day here at the church.
Yeah, 9 to noon. We got some closets that need to be pulled out, cleaned up, reorganized. Oh dear Lord. So it's not like yard work or anything not fun like that. It's just cluttered, not fun. It's a different kind of not fun. But it'll be fun because we're going to be doing it, and we're going to be doing it together.
And we're probably going to have spud nuts.
Probably,
and coffee
yes, I'm sure some.
You know,
Feel free to bring treats. Those of you who are inclined to do so, bring them.
T-shirts and sweatshirts that you may or may not want.
Yes.
Hat says thinking cap.
Oh, I love it.
I like it.
We all need one of those.
And a T-shirt that says "Let's eat, Mom. Let's eat, Mom." Punctuation saves lives. The past, present, and future walked into a bar. It was tense. A good pun is its own reward.
Reward.
All right. We do have a couple patron saints. My name is John Lennon.
Damages.
Huh?
Punitive damages.
John Lennon and George Carlin are our unofficial patron saints.
All right.
And John said, life is what happens while you're busy making other plans. But beyond that one, because I did that one 2 weeks ago, a dream you dream alone is just a dream. But a dream you dream together is reality. And George, I remember when the Golden Gate Bridge, people would jump off pretty regularly. I haven't done that in a long time. I think they figured out a way to stop that, like putting everybody on bungees maybe, I don't know. Because that's what it says. George, the Golden Gate Bridge should have a long bungee cord for people who aren't quite sure to commit suicide, but want to get a little practice. George should be in trouble all the time. Oh, he was.
He was.
He was in trouble all the time. Friendship cheers like a sunbeam, charms like a good story, inspires like a brave leader, binds like a golden chain, and guides like a heavenly vision.
Nice.
Wow.
Isn't that nice?
That's what friendship does.
Yeah.
I love it.
And a picture is a poem without words.
Oh, yeah.
That was Horace. A
Horace.
couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, like sometime. That was BC, I think. Pretty sure when Horace was around. Don't know for sure.
We could look it up.
Can't remember.
We could Google Horace.
We could. And Benjamin Franklin, though, says there's a time to wink as well as to see. I know. Most of his stuff was really good. That one I'm still processing. Still processing that one.
Do you hum like that between things when you're pretending to be Phil?
Add that to my repertoire.
Add that to your repertoire, the humming.
Yes.
He'll teach you
was
that.
born December 8th, 65 BC.
There you go.
There you go.
Just barely BC. Okay.
December 8th.
Thank you. Thank you, Nancy. There is no refuge from confusion, but suicide, and suicide is confession.
What?
You know.
What's the deal with? I guess we need
Did I
to
say
talk about.
confusion or confession?
I don't
I said
know. I'm too
confession.
confused.
Well, then we'll just move
We'll
on.
just
I don't
move
know why I
on.
had that one marked.
So apparently, since suicide has come up like a couple of times here, we need to talk about it.
We can?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Suicide is merely the moment you become aware that your coping mechanisms no longer work. It's not that you failed, you are a failure, or you're not good enough, or you can't. It just means what you've learned so far is no longer serving you. And it's time to find some new tools. It's time to find a new support system. Time to find the new you that is ready to emerge. So if suicide is on your plate, something that you're looking at, or you know somebody that is, it's time for action. It's a time for stepping up. It's a time for awareness that the new you is ready and waiting to be born. So take heart and take courage and ask for help. We're here for you. From someone who's been there. Been there, nearly done that, but didn't.
No man is exempt from saying silly things. The mischief is to say them deliberately.
You're full of mischief. Full of something.
Yeah. This isn't. Oh, there we go. Dentists have recommended storing a toothbrush at least 6 feet away from a toilet to avoid contact with airborne particles resulting from the flush.
Yeah.
But you didn't know that, or didn't want to know. That's been true for a long time. And
I thought it was just to keep it from falling in.
well, that could be. That could be. What do you call a UFO with a leak? A crying saucer. What did the alien say to the garden? Take me to your weeder.
Oh, no.
How do Martians count to 13? On their fingers.
Oh.
Teacher, which is closer, China or the moon? Kid, duh, the moon. You can't see China from here. What was the alien's favorite taco filling? Human beings. Got lots of good groans on those. That was awesome.
I may never be the same.
What's up? What are we doing?
So, Lynn has a prayer to start us off with.
Cool.
Microphone?
Yeah.
Get you on camera, dear one.
So I follow this shaman on Facebook, and this morning he sent a prayer that really spoke to me. His name is Walks with Thunder Shaman, if you're interested in following him. He says, I call all the nations and spirits that love us. I ask that they forgive us our sins, known and unknown. I ask that they make it known that we are grateful for all the blessings that have come before and those yet to come. I ask for a blessing to be aware enough to see all the blessings we have in our lives. I ask that we are able to put down our burdens and relax for a time every day and every night. I ask that those that have ill intent be turned away from us. And so it is.
And so it is.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing that.
Your sandals are to die for.
Oh,
Those are awesome.
I don't think I can get them on camera. I can't get them on camera. No, she's gonna.
Take one off on your shoulder.
You wouldn't want to miss out on these shoes. Woo!
There you go.
Try it on, Phil, see if the shoe fits.
Oh, he's gonna!
Oh my god, I like it. Nice.
Wait. Stick your foot up there.
The shoe fits.
Oh my word.
Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you, Paula. It looked like an iridescent dragon.
That's cool.
So the dragon. Before you leave,
Yeah?
I wanted to chat briefly about the 4th of July and your pets. So some of you know I do animal communication. One thing that can help, a lot of you probably already doing a lot of the good stuff. Giving the medication is really good. Having a safe place for them to go that's kind of secluded and quiet. In the wild, dogs burrow, so they like to be covered up and all that sort of thing. Another thing that could really help is how you speak to them. If you get freaked out because they're getting freaked out and you're afraid for them, they're going to feel your fear. If you get mad at the neighbors for all the fireworks, it's just they shouldn't do that, they're going to feel that and get spun up from that. So it's really important for you to be calm and speak to them in a calm voice. And it's okay to reassure them. One way to reassure them could be hear a loud bang, say, oh my goodness, that was a loud one. It's a good thing we're safe in here. And mean it from your heart, from your awareness. Allowing yourself to be in that peaceful, calm, strong place will help them. It's not going to do the full meal deal. You still probably need medication. I mean, let's face it, fireworks can be really, really scary for grown-ups, much less little kids or pets. But this is one more thing that can assist you, is for you to be calm and you to be clear and to stay away from anger and stay away from fear and frustration, okay? So that'll really help our pets and help us enjoy the 4th of July. Because guess what? People are going to do that stuff because we have the freedom to do that. So they're free to do it, so they're gonna. Yeah. So we get to let them do that. Cool. Anything you want to add to that?
Our dog Delilah, the first year she had 4th of July, we weren't sure what was going to happen. She grew up spent her puppyhood on the streets of Houston, so who knows what she experienced there. But the first time they started going off, and she saw them, and she looked at them and go, cool.
We were outside. We outside had a campfire, not a campfire, what that was.
What is it? Yeah, it's a fire.
Pit fire. Fire pit. Pit fire? Whatever. And she was a little distressed, and we would say, oh, wow, look at that. That was something, wasn't it? And she just, calmed right down. We haven't had as much success with some of the other pets we've had. So it's not going to be an end-all, but it will help. And it will help you from being quite so distressed for them and antagonizing that stress. Okay?
It wouldn't be so bad if they just did it on one day.
Yeah, they're starting already. Yeah. They're starting already.
They started last night at our place too.
Yeah. They will, and we get to be okay with that. Alrighty, I think that's all we have more stuff that we'll talk about, that contribution.
Cool.
For now, I'm done with you.
And there's goodies afterwards for birthdays.
Birthdays, yes.
Good goodies, I've tried most of them.
Is there any left?
I don't know what to do with them. I just, there's no restraining that man. Whatever. Good thing I don't try anymore. So there's lots I want to talk to you about today. I've got this and that and this and that and this and that, and I have no idea how it's all going to come together. So this should be interesting, right? I want to talk to you about freedom, being free. I think the hardest part for us is recognizing when we're not free and recognizing what enslaves us. There are lots of things that enslave us. Worry is a terrible taskmaster. Fear. Watching one more episode of that series that I've got to see all of them, that could be an enslavement. Checking that phone, swipey, 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 that could be an enslavement, can't it? An hour passed? What did I do with an hour? Nothing. I thought it was 5 minutes. I was like, oh. That can really steal our freedom, that free spirit that we have. And what burdens me up, what binds me up, may not be an issue for you. And so for me to judge someone else's burden, someone else's enslavement, is totally inappropriate. I can't judge. So don't judge me. I may have a different enslavement that you think, oh, what is wrong with that girl? Well, I don't know, lots, but it's just a part of humanity. When we can recognize that it's not a fault circuit, it's just a part of being human. We all are going to do it, but to what extent? When do we notice that we're enslaved? And when do we break free? How do we break free? Well, let's talk a little bit about that. I want to read to you a prayer that comes from the little booklet that I get in the mail from the Unity Church called the Daily Word. Yeah. And this is the one they had for the month of July. We're not there yet, but we're close. God is a flame igniting my heart, fueling my breath from the very start. The vastness of the world, all that I see, the splendor of choices living in me. Embers, coals, sparks lit from within, electricity, light waves glowing on skin. Love ever dancing, love is the key. Love is the answer. Love sets me free. And that's the poem by Mary Berg, and the title is Love is the Key. Isn't that great? Love is the key. Love is the key. In Galatians 5, this one. Verse 1. It was for freedom that Christ set us free. Therefore, keep standing firm and do not be subject again to the yoke of slavery. So back in those days, they would put their oxen in a yoke so the oxen could pull and have strength, use their strength well. But that's all they could do at that time. It was a forced labor of the animals. When we burden ourselves with a yoke of fear, we're enslaved to that. But we can break free from that. We can be freed from that through spiritual love. Spiritual love breaks us free. So when we find ourselves burdened and trapped and stuck in a pattern of thought or a pattern of being, whether it's fear or unworthiness or whatever it is we're stuck in, we can break free when we tap into love. Well, what is love? Love is many things. Love is appreciation. Love is gratitude. Love is service. What is love for you? Find your expression of love and do that. Find your expression of love and do that. 2 Corinthians. You're going to like this one. Now the Lord is the Spirit. And where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. There's freedom. Another word for liberty is freedom. So where spirit is, where our spirit is engaged, joyfully engaged, that's free. Have you ever worked really hard at something, but you loved it and you felt free? It wasn't work, was it? It was an activity. It was a focus. It was a dedication, but you weren't enslaved. You were free. That goes for the artist, for the writer, for someone who's gardening. Gardening can be hard work, but it's so freeing. Get your hands in the dirt. Oh, good stuff. What sets you free? When your spirit feels free, you're divinely connected. And when you're divinely connected, you're not enslaved. And that gives you opportunity for choice. Choice. The first gift God gave humanity was choice. Choose to eat the fruit, forbidden fruit, or don't. That was a choice. That was even before he gave them clothing. Before he gave them clothing, he gave them choice. So choice is the first primary gift given to humanity. First gift. And so when I tell someone what they should do in their life, I'm stealing from them a divine gift. None of my business what you should do. You might want to think about, might be in your best interest to. If I were in your shoes, I might consider doing this. But for me to tell somebody what they should do, none of that. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, oughta, gotta, must, have to, always, and never. We're going to avoid those from now on, right? So freedom in that spirit. One more, and then I'll be done with this. 1 Peter. And which one? 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 16 and 17. Act as free men, free human beings. Okay, so men meaning men and women. Do not use your freedom as a covering for evil, but use it as bond slaves of God. If we're going to be enslaved to anything, being enslaved to joy. Be enslaved to peace. Be enslaved to happiness. Honor all men. Love the brotherhood. Fear God, which also means be in awe. Be in awe. That's not, oh, I'm terrified, he's going to zap me with a lightning bolt. No, no, no. I apologize if you got triggered on that one. Honor the king. Servants, be submissive to your masters with all respect, not only to those who are good and gentle, but also to those who are unreasonable. For this finds favor, for it is the sake of conscience towards God that a man bears up under sorrows when suffering unjustly. And then it goes on and on and on. Bottom line, you get to choose. I get to choose how I'm going to feel, how I'm going to think, how I'm going to be. It doesn't matter if your boss is the worst jerk in the universe. You get to be free. It doesn't matter if your neighbor is the worst jerk in the universe. I get to be free. I can choose freedom. I can choose kindness. I can choose honor and respect. That's my choice. I have that freedom. And that freedom sets me apart. I don't have to be enslaved by somebody else's attitude or somebody else's behavior. Somebody else could act like a total jerk, and they do, right? And I still get to be free. My spirit can be free, and I can choose to walk an honorable path. I don't have to get engaged in all of that and be free. So set yourselves free. Set yourselves free. We have a special thing we're going to do for guided meditation today. And we're going to do that before we do communion. So some of you have been attending on Monday nights for Paula doing a sound bath. So the sound bath is using singing bowls that have a high an intense specific vibration, and those specific vibrations set free aspects of our being, helps us to release things that no longer serve, and helps us to tune in a way that sets our spirit free. So let's give a big hand to Paula. She's going to come up. Real quick before you get started, I'm going to ask you briefly, get the camera on you. So tell us a little bit about your singing bowls and what sound they do.
So first off, I started doing this because one of my soldiers was very, very suicidal. Typically when someone is suicidal, sometimes you can tell, sometimes you can't. I could tell because he had blue eyes, and I've never seen this before. And when he came into work, he had dark, dark eyes. So physiology, that was the first time, the only time that I've ever seen that. I was like, oh, that even scared me. So I started doing research. Okay, what can I do to help this soldier without having to wait 4 years until I become a therapist or a counselor and on all of that. So I found sound therapy, and I had my Native American drum, and I remember Daryl saying, hey, if you can actually heal people with a drum. I used to do it before. So then I asked him when I went back to church, how do I do it? He's like, you just drum over their body, and if it feels stuck, drum harder. So I started doing that with the soldier, and then I said, okay, that, walking for 45 minutes, your arm gets tired. What can I do that I can reach like a lot of people, a big group? And that's where I found the bowls. So I actually have more bowls, but since we're doing it for a limited time today, or a specific time frame, I only brought the 3 and then the one that the church has. So each one has different frequencies for all your main chakras, 7 chakras. There are other ones that have like solfeggio frequencies, but the vibration of the sound bowl helps to have the blood flow go through and link both your left and right hemisphere of your brain, which helps with trauma, stress, and it helps you get into a relaxed, trance-induced state of mind. And it also helps just relax your body, because we're human beings, not human doing, so we're always on the go, doing, where we should just be. And we don't have time to do that. So this helps, relax and just get you there, and helps reduce pain as well. So this one is the heart. The one from the church is a heart frequency, but so is this one, the green one, so it has the colors. This one here is the sacral area, which is right here, and then this is the third eye, which is right here. So it'll help unblock any of those energies with the vibration. You know how we used to do tapping at the church? It's the same thing. So you can just do it yourself. You don't have to wait for this, but it does help, relax you and calm you.
Anybody have any other questions before we begin?
Can I put some stones up there?
Absolutely. Oh, yes, and the music helps. The vibration helps recharge your crystals or anything that you have. So you're more than welcome.
How long do you want me to go for?
Till straight up 11.
Okay.
And I think you're on camera. Let me see if I can get that a little better. Okay.
I'll try not to trip off the lights. If you
On
can.
my way.
If your ears get sensitive, you can move to the back or maybe try to cover it. Sometimes it can be very strong. So just gently close your eyes. Take deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth, until you feel calm. And if you haven't connected to your soul already, ask your soul what message it has for you today. Anything that might come up. Some of you might get one word. Some of you might get an entire page of information. When you're ready, gently come back to the here and now.
Mr. Phil, you want to join me up front here? How did that feel? If you want more of that, Monday night, 6:30 here at the church. By donation.
What are we doing now?
Communion. This is our opportunity to commune with Divine Spirit in a sacred way. And how beautiful that we have such a clear, free spirit to be able to do that. We'll feel that connection more strongly. We'll have a sense of that blessed communion. Join us in prayer, would you please? Loving Spirit of light, thank you for a free spirit. Thank you for being with us. Walk with us even when we feel burdened. Help us to remember the freedom that comes from your love. Help us to be love. Thank you. In the name of Jesus, the Ascended One. Amen. You good? Join us in prayer again, please. Loving Spirit of light, as we drink this in, help us to drink in life, and help us to drink it in with a spirit of love, a spirit of freedom, a spirit of joy. Thank you. In the name of Jesus, the Ascended One. Amen.
Oh, Jackie was.
Okay.
Sorry. Next week.
Gotta be quicker. I was kind of joking about that. So first off, thank you all for coming today. Very important. And I'd also like to say thank you for everybody that signed up for the Dreamcatcher class. I'm very grateful that you guys. We're going to have 2 classes now, so it's just way too many people, which is a good thing. Good problem to have, right? The other thing is, one of the things that I remember, I think, most about why I come to church, and it's kind of funny because Christopher Turner. You remember him? So I'm scrolling through.
Yeah, right above where you were sitting.
Yeah, I know. But right above, on LinkedIn, there's the first ever Christopher Turner inaugural leadership award that I came across. Pictures of him.
Oh,
I'll
nice.
it was like the coolest thing ever.
Wow.
And the lady who won the award, she was like, I never got the chance to know Christopher. I'm like, bummer. You know, because Christopher was amazing. I mean, he actually inadvertently healed relationships in my family just because I knew him. How cool is that, right? You know, and that's one of the biggest things for this church that I'm really, really, really grateful for is that, you know, we have people like Christopher in the community that just inspire us and, you know, show us the way to live. And Janice and Phil, you know, I can't be more grateful for these two clowns. You know? I mean that in a loving way, of course.
Yes, of course. We're bring it. We got it. Yeah.
But you know, it's just it's a different place. You know, it's like, yeah, it's a weird little church, and I wouldn't change it for a minute. So whatever you can give, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
As soon as we get a date set for actually painting the building and all that work, then we'll have a work day and get some of the preparation done for that.
So tell us a little bit about your Dreamcatcher class.
So the Dreamcatcher class is going to be a basic introductory class. I'm going to teach you, we're going to do like a 6-inch one, and then I'm going to teach you about the 2 different aspects of Dreamcatcher classes. First one is buying supplies. Okay, that's always going to be an ugly one because you know you end up buying like 4,000 million beads, like myself, and then you're like, oh hey, I need leather. Okay, oh I need sinew. Oh they have multiple colors. Wow, that's cool. So there's going to be a lot of options that you guys are going to have, and I just want to get you guys the basics on how to do it, how to make them, how to weave them, you know, what you use, that type of thing. And then from there, I'm also going to put together a little like guidebook how to do it. So when you go out on your own, you can also you know, do it yourself. But it's going to be, I'm not sure the second date, maybe all in one day, who knows. But it's just basically an introductory class, you know. So it's $50. Right now we have for August 5th, I think.
Whatever the calendar says.
Whatever the calendar says, yeah.
weekend.
August 3rd. So if, you know, and then the second date, because like I say, you only want about 10 in the class because there's a lot of stuff, you know, and you want to like spread out. And I don't want to, you know, I want everybody to have a chance to really, you know, if they have questions, ask them. You know, so I think if we do, you know, 10 in the class right now, I think like 16 or 18. So, and that's fine. We'll split it up however, and whatever dates work for you guys too. I'll be in contact with you and let you know, I'll probably make a Facebook group or something. I've never done that before, but hey, there's an opportunity. So, you know, but yeah, so if, you know, still interested in everything, I'll be reaching out to you probably in the next week or so. But
If you
like
have
I said,
ever wanted a dream catcher,
Make it yourself.
make it yourself.
Yeah.
How fun is that?
well,
How
that's the
fun
other
is that?
thing too, is it's like what you put into a dream catcher, not just when you're making it, the things, it's the intention. You know, I've made dream catchers for kids that couldn't sleep. Hey, this is a cool thing, and it works. Yeah, puppies, dogs. Luckily, my dog's aligned with mine, so I don't have to make her a separate one. That's kind of fun, especially since it's her bed, not mine. You know, so there's multiple uses you can do it for. You know, they're great for gifts. They're great for family, friends. You know, it's just it'll be a good way to, you know, let you guys another tool in your belt.
There you go. Thank you. We're not lacking for stuff going on here at the Divine Fellowship. So let's do an energy circuit for the folks online, and then we'll do our energy circle here. Mr. Phil, if you turn the center light on, that would certainly be helpful. So you're connected to that divine source, feeling that beautiful, peaceful energy that frees your soul. Bring that energy into your heart space, from your heart space to left hand to right hand, and then back to your heart space, and that connects that circuit. And with that circuit connected, energy flows and amplifies. And you can begin to feel that energy flowing between your hands. So as you feel that energy flow, and you feel that energy multiplying and amplifying, realize this is divine energy that is here for your benefit. Bring that into your heart space. Have a great week. We will see you next time. God bless. And we'll have a happy day. Happy 4th of July.